Welcome back everybody into another backtesting session. We ended up with Friday the 18th of February. We saw that the last 2 weeks were quite a bit tricky. We only in quotes have a 195 pips gain in the 2 weeks, and we are now at a total of 815 pips, and we're coming now with the next week. Let's see if we can do it better. We can be a little bit more patient, or simply the market can trend a little bit more. Let's see now what are the actual news expected for this week. So Monday is actually public holiday, so February the 21st, so public holiday, and yeah, I'm not expecting anything on gold, even though up until London session there will be some volume. On Tuesday we have some PMI. Wednesday nothing. We had the GDP MPC on Thursday, and Friday it's durable good and PCE plus some further PMIs and datas, the usual stuff. So let's go through Monday. I'm not expecting to take any trade today, so let's see if there is actually some good price action. So far we're coming into New York only with a clean breaks and retest of these highs or below these lows. I might take into consideration some trades, but yeah, I want to see a stronger volume and direction. As you can see, these levels are holding, as this could be a good trade, a good day for range traders. I mean, you sell at the high, you buy at the low, and you do it a couple of times, and still okay. You only lose when the price actually breaks out, but otherwise you will you might lose over there, but otherwise you would win a couple of 2 or 3 times. As you can see, the price action is quite awful. It's as I said, it's a public holiday. There is really no need to take any trades. I mean, this will be like very late, almost at the end of the session, unless possible retest of these highs and key level after breaking out. But yeah, I don't know if that will continue bullish or not. It doesn't really make sense to think about it. So let's take the blackboard and let's see at the following day, which is of course a Tuesday. We set it on Tuesday. Did we have something? We have some PMIs at 445, which is right before the 10 a.m. candle. So let's see. So far now we're coming into New York. We have these previous lows. So far we have these previous highs. So we might have these trades ideas. So far, let's see now with the proper price action. We are breaking above and having a very quick retest. This could be a high risk high reward entry, but even if the price gives a little bit bigger breakout and then a retest or even of the key level, that will still be okay. Yes, okay. So this trade, for example, would it be already a win? Let's see now if we have a further retest of this area. So for example, you would have had this entry and a possible retest of this entry with the buys only above there. And now let's see if a price actually breaks below there for possible high risk high reward sells or continues bullish. Okay, yes. So as you can see, just let's say that I take this entry and not this one. Would have been absolutely good. It's actually late enough because this is the start of the session, so the breakout is not immediately at the candle open. I don't know. In any case, if I enter over there, I'm not sure if this one is a win. So this would be 25, 37. Yeah, that's absolutely a win. You could have both wins because you had time to take it, but I mean, maybe I would wait for the retest of this area. So I will only choose one of these, and I will choose the one that I prefer later on. Now we might have we might have a continuation buys above this level, but it's actually not happening. It's right after New York Stock Exchange opening. We might have this candle, this entry being a loss. Okay. Now trade idea would be, I would love to see, to be wary of possible retests, breaks and retests of these lows. A lot of bearish momentum again. Look at the size of and the volume number of the bearish candles. So I would take this one. Yeah, I don't care. I will take the first one and that's it. And let's see now if I break and retest on the downside. Otherwise, only buys above this level. Okay, we have a break and retest, not retesting the level, unfortunately. And let's see now if we have retest of these areas. Before continuing down, we are coming into the 10 AM candle, so we are already in the 10 AM candle. Unlucky this entry, I forgot about the news, so we had a very good, much improved PMI, so that's why it's bringing dollar strength, so that's actually making sense. And so yeah, I mean, okay, for example, you will have this retest at 445 would be around there. So yeah, no, yeah, my idea would still be the same. Let's see, at 5 we had the consumer confidence that we don't see it over here, so just give me a second. So we have actually a slightly decreased consumer confidence, but still way better than expected. So this one I think was revised, I'm not really sure, but yeah, overall these PMIs are very good, so this is therefore why the bearish push. This entry would be too aggressive, I would say. I mean, I don't really see an entry afterwards. I would see maybe the retest of this area, but still the volume is dying down. It will only go 30 pips. I don't know if after that it will continue pushing down. So far I will stick to my 1 win, 1 loss, and that's okay. So now let's bring back the blackboard and let's continue. Okay, now on the 23rd we said that on Wednesday we didn't have anything. Let me just check for to make sure. Okay, we have the CPI of the European Union, but nothing really relevant for the USD. So we are coming in New York open. I would say that we have these lows to be broken on the downside if we want. Now we still don't have a market structure on the upside, so for now that will be that, but maybe I will wait for some. Yeah, so far, yeah, it looks like it. 8:20 AM Eastern. Now it's aggressively breaking up. We might create a new high, and then we might take a continuation up. It all depends on the next few candles. Okay, so for example, we might take aggressive retest of this area. Okay, for the retest, I would love to see it breaking above over there. Okay, this one will be a loss. This entry will be a loss now, because the price failed to break above, and that's okay. Let's see now what's the further price action showing us. Some consolidation coming into a new 4-hour candle. Now we are possibly breaking above this previous lower high, but if we break above, we might have high risk and reward buys, as well as possible sells. Sells are much difficult because we have this huge price action area, price sensitivity area. So I might looking towards the buys, but let's see. Okay, so let me just remove this, otherwise I don't see it. Yeah, breaking above. If we have a retest, we might take a very high risk high reward entry. It's right after New York Stock Exchange opening. Okay, I really want it to break above this area. So this reaction is but unless we break below, until I get stopped out, I really don't care. It's still safe. So let's see now if price will continue bullish. Okay, price will continue bullish, so that will probably be another, most likely be a win. Very good. We also have the retest of these highs, and yes, but that would be would have been a loss after that. I mean, I wouldn't trade it because it's just about after I take my first win, so I'm not really entering straight away. So let's see now if we have a break above. Yeah, but it looks like the volume is actually dying down. So entry 1902, yeah, it's more than 50 pips. So that was a good session. One win and one loss. As long as it is 50%, I am absolutely okay for that. So now the 24th, we add the GDP and PCE and jobless claims, so we might expect a strong push, I would say. So now let's see. I mean, we're not taking the trade, but let's see the price action, the data. So we have GDP, a little bit better than previous and as expected. The inflation number still possibly increasing. This one is actually very good. Q4. Jobless claims are good, so we might have an overall bearish push. This one is decreasing actually. We might have an overall bearish push on gold so far. Let's see now at 3:30. So now we are coming into New York. You have these previous lows, you have these previous highs. As per straight market structure trade ideas. Okay, there's a failure to break. Now we might also have high risk, high reward entries below these lows. Okay, not a strong impact, I would say. So far, the only retest is about this weak low, which would have given a very high risk, high reward entry. And I'm not really sure if I want to take it or I want to wait for the high risk, high reward entry. Yes. So this would be a win. That's why high risk, high reward it's always good. But also we have this entry. I still don't know if that will be a win or not. Price is pushing back. Yeah, that will retrace. So in this case, the high risk, high reward entry would be okay. The safest risk will only go like 30 pips. Before then, correcting it. You can see here that price is making a double bottom, basically a double bottom. Then it is retesting this previous area on the left hand side before the continuation bullish. That's pretty straightforward. And you, of course, I was not looking at it, but this would have been a possible buy. Even a retest above these lows will give us some further continuation buys, but yeah, strong rejection. I'm not entering the buys over there. I want to see this area to be broken before that, and yeah, a strong bearish push. If we break below these lows, or we break below these lows now for the safest entry, that would be the best trade idea. For example, as you can see, breaking below these lows would have been a perfect trade idea. Now we are breaking also below these lows and having this retest, and price should continue down. So it's 12, 25, 37. Not really sure if that will be a win again. And hopefully the price will continue pushing down. Yes, so even in that case, if I don't want to take this high risk high reward entry, which I actually like to do, you will have further entries opportunities, as I said, at the break and retest of these lows. Price failing to stay above, and that will go. So I'm only choosing one because my trade idea was the same, and I would love to take this one in the future. So yes, so that's so far my entry. Okay, so now let's see over there. Let's see with the next. It's the same day, but it is up and coming into the 10 a.m. candle. Okay, so we are pushing bearish, as I showed you. This was the previous trade idea, breaking below and staying below these lows. Of course, now possible further entries will be below these lows. Okay, yeah, price is absolutely going nuts. Strong push down, very strong with the New York Stock Exchange opening. Lot of volatility. I don't think we have other reports. So yes, it's simply the liquidity from that. We have a retest of nothing, so that's not really an entry. Let's see if we break below these lows for possible continuation. Yes, that would be a possible entry. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's continuing, but I'm not really sure. I'm guessing that it's a win. I mean, it's 100% a win. Very good entry, continuation down below. Absolutely perfect. And probably you would have also this trade idea below these previous lows, which is absolutely crazy. So I'm not sure about it. Okay, we have another chart for this same day, and we're going to look at the 1939.5 key level as per this trade idea, which is absolutely reasonable. So okay, so we took this trade at this low break below these lows. It makes absolutely sense. Now when we want to see a retest of this, I'm not watching, okay, I want to see the retest of these lows. So what I see is this entry, possible entry. Let's see now if it goes 40 pips. Okay, yes, it goes. This is 35, 37, should be 45 pips. Let's see. Yeah, definitely, because we continue. Only next sets of cells below these lows. Okay, yeah, this was definitely a win. Okay, we will probably take a loss over there. Price is bouncing, still fail to break above. So if now we hit this structure and then we break above, we might take the counter trend sells, buys. Otherwise, I would love to see the continuation below these lows. Of course, I would love to see a clean breakout, not these weak candles. Okay, we're back down here. I'm not really trading this range. Let's see if we first break below these lows and then the continuation down. Yeah, we broke below, we retested, and then we went down very, very, very fast. I'm not really sure if we had any trade idea, unless I really entered over there. It was too fast to enter. So I'm really not sure. I will just back it up, but I'm not really sure if live I will trade maybe at this candle closing. I don't know. I'm not sure if I will enter the live candle. Yeah, or probably this retest that we're going to see later. So let's see. That was quite a full day, I would say, full of price action and movement. Okay, so now we are seeing this one, breaking below the key level. Let's see if we have a retest exactly of the key level. We don't. We are straight breaking below, going bearish, strong candles. And yes, we might take this retest, which will be a loss. Of course, this is all if I will still be trading, but yes. Now, let's see. There's actually a price action, retesting the key level for possible entry. No, again, doesn't make sense to retest the key level just by itself, so not really into it. Let's see if you break below these lows. Break above these highs, I would say. Yes, exactly. So this one is a perfect retest to take the continuation, the breakout. You see now how clean this is, a breakout of these previous lows. This is a lower high, and it goes to the key level, and then we might still push back now. Yeah, I don't care. I took my scalp, and that's okay. That's clearly 50 pips. If now we again break below, I might even take the sells now. Simply as that. If I see now a clean breakout below these lows, look at this area, how many rejection got. So I would really love to see some price action over there. Otherwise, wow, look at the bullish. Otherwise, above this area for a possible continuation if we see it. Yeah, but here, so far we are seeing a failure to break above. Very weak. Of course, now we are coming into it's after London close. Still, I'm curious about if there's still volume and we see this trade idea playing out. Yeah, not really. Yeah, only later. So any entry should have been at the key level. Below there, no, would have been a loss. At the key level, yes. Oh yeah. Anyway. That was already after my session and was already after taking multiple trades. So now let's get into the Friday, shall we? So Friday is the PCE day. So we're already coming from a strong bearish price action, and we're coming now into New York Open. You see that we made a new low. We have some price action that we might fail to reject. Because now we are in a very bearish, okie dokie. So yeah, I was saying, sorry to pause it. I was saying that of course the trend is very bearish, so I'm looking for sells so far. The key level is failing to break. Yeah, now we are breaking below. I will wait for the news because on Thursday we had the PCE, the actual PCE. And the durable goods orders, and yeah, I might expect due to the yesterday's PCE that it will be bullish. It will be, of course, higher, so bearish for gold and bullish for the dollar. I don't know if the durable gold orders are good or not, so it's quite sketchy to enter straight away before the news. Probably the price will push bearish, yes, because I know what the number will be, but yeah, that's not something that I would suggest. So now we are still before the news. We have these lows now that are created. Okay, we have these highs now. Okay, so now let's see with the news. Okay, doesn't look like there's a lot of volume, a lot of impact. Still, nonetheless, now we are breaking below quite a weak candles, but if it's retesting this area, I will take an entry. For example, like here. Let's see now if there's some volume coming back into the chart. This one, I'm not really sure. I think it's a loss, but I will check it. Otherwise, I will take further sells below. Because you see the retest was of these lows, not of here. Now let's see if we have a retest over there. Possible continuation bullish. bearish, sorry. So even an entry over there would have been very, very risky, and it would have only gone to 30 pips. So let's see, like this. And I will check this. I think it's a loss, but yes. So now let's see if we have a possible correction bullish above these previous highs, or safer above the key level. Yeah, no real breakout yet. Some correction. Let's see now with the New York Stock Exchange opening. We're bouncing from this level, which is great. I don't want to see buys above there. Okay. Well, very weird price action, I would say. Oh no, yeah, let me check with this one. So if I entered over there, it would be 90.5, and this is 92, so that would be a loss, yes. So yeah, then I will take 2 losses, yes, it makes sense. Okay, let's see now. Oopsie. Did I take it right? Oh, I saved it. Yeah, okay. So now let's see the next one, which is the 10 AM candle. Okay, we are pushing bearish. So far we have this. Now of course this is all the perception that we already saw, but just looking at this 10 as this point, from this point, if that's all the market it is, we have these PSAs. Okay, now we're coming into the 10 AM candle. After 2 losses, I'm not really sure if I will take any other trade, but if that was the case, let's see if now we have now staying below and continuing bearish or not. Yeah, it's a really, really messy day, so nothing really happening. No strong price action, not strong trending, and yeah, you can see that if this day is that choppy, I will not take an entry over there, simply as per for this reason. So this was Friday, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, a little bit shorter, and I will see you next time.